Hi everybody, welcome back to another plan with me. Today I'm going to be doing a plan with me using this stunning kit from MyNewestAddiction. This is her Succulent Blooms kit. She had, I want to say, re-released this last year. And I missed out on it the first time, so I knew I definitely wanted to snag it when she had re-released it. It's done with a really, really pretty rose gold foiling, and I'm using my daily inserts today. These inserts were done in collaboration between Jasenia's Principles and MyNewestAddiction. So it's just pretty much grid paper for each day of the week, and I love how much freedom you have with these inserts. Every time I use them, I'm like, I should just use these every day or on a weekly basis at least. I really, really enjoy planning in them. And of course, they have the beautiful pink border around the edges. So right now, I am just placing the date dots that came with the kit on the date covers. These date covers are so pretty, and that bottom washi is just gorgeous. So I'm using these date covers to place over top of the front page of the insert, so you kind of have like a week at a glance sort of situation. So if you want to mark one main event or a grateful thought like Amanda from My Life Stuck on Paper does, you can kind of use this however you would like. Sometimes I use this in place of like habit trackers, so if I want to keep track of certain things, I'll do it in this section as well. So now I'm just placing down the date covers over top of each day of the week. I really like the way that this looks when all of the date covers are down. I just think it's a really cool layout, having one day of the week stacked on top of one another. I don't know, I just really enjoy the way that the date covers look on this page. So now I'm just putting down like the bulk of the kit on each day of the week. I really like to have at least a little strip of washi on the bottom of the daily inserts. So I chopped down the bottom washi into a bunch of different strips and just placed one at the bottom there. And then I put a to-do header underneath the day of the week, and I lined up my full boxes to the right of the page, and I pretty much keep that layout consistent throughout the course of the week. I did layer 2 full boxes on Monday, and I chose to use the quote box on Monday as well. A couple of planners do this, and I think it looks nice. Plus, I had 9 full boxes to use, so I wanted to get as much use out of them as possible because they're really gorgeous. So yeah, that's the layout that I have been planning with in my dailies. So I'll keep my to-do section to the left, and then I'll keep my today section to the right side of the page. And I kind of really sped through this process just because it's so repetitive. But if you want me to slow it down next time, just let me know. But I just figured I would speed through this so this video wasn't like a half hour long. On the weekend, I forget if I had run out of washi to use, or if I just wanted something different for the weekend, but I did pull in a Simply Gilded washi. The pattern was a little off, but I figured the colors were so close to the colors of the kit that I felt like it worked. It's a little bit more florally than the succulents featured in the kit, but I figured since it had the rose gold bows and the colors were super similar, I thought it worked. So I thought that looked really pretty. Now I am just moving into my day-to-day. I'm starting with Monday. And one thing that I didn't put down when putting the rest of the bulk stickers down, I decided I wanted to use checklists under the to-do section, but towards the bottom. So I kind of had like a full box up in the right corner and then a checklist on the bottom left corner. So I like the way that this layout looks. I feel like it kind of breaks up the spread a little bit. And one thing I did do was chop down the checklist. I think there are 6 hearts to the heart checklist. I think I chopped each day down to 5 though. Moving on into the plans, I pulled out a flag from the kit to mark that one of my coworkers was on PTO for most of the week. I've mentioned this before, but I always like to use stickers like flags to mark employee-related like time off or visits to the office and stuff like that. So I put that flag down underneath the full boxes, and then I filmed this video in 2 parts, so I edited the first part of this video on Monday. So to mark that, I used a Fox and Pip sticker. This is one of my favorite Fox and Pip stickers. I use this to mark work or editing or stuff like that. It's just a girl drinking like an iced coffee on her laptop in her little high messy bun. I think it's so cute. Part of the footage cut out, but I just placed down a Planning World asterisk sticker. I had a work meeting Tuesday night, but there was going to be like a 2-hour gap in between the end of my workday and the dinner, so I knew I had enough time to go home, but I did want to choose my outfit and just get it ready and steam it and iron it or whatever I needed to do with it. So I just wanted to remind myself to get that done. And then moving back up to the to-do section, I placed down a label from the kit and I layered a money stack from station stickers, and I used that to mark the fact that I had to just take care of some general payroll items for a couple of employees, like forms and stuff, and just editing some stuff on our payroll system. After that, I caught up on just a bunch of emails. So to mark that, I used a tickled pink planning laptop sticker. Those laptops are so cute. They're some of my favorites. Next, I'm pulling in a half box and a foiled clock icon from Paper Muse Crafts with a little dainty bow. We had transitioned payroll systems this week, so I had to register everyone's employee ID along with their fingerprint so that they could clock in going forward. So I used that little combination to mark that. I was trying to be very mindful of the full boxes that I had versus what half boxes I was using, because I didn't want too much floral, and then in combination with the floral background heart checklist like I'm using right here, it was I was just trying to be careful to balance like solid colors with all of the foils going on, or not foils, like florals going on with this spread. There was also no rhyme or reason during planning this behind like where I started. Sometimes I started my today section and then went back to my to-do section. I didn't like kind of plan out how I was going to film this as far as like the flow of everything went. So I'm kind of all around the page here. So sorry about that if that bothers you. But right now I am placing down a half box. What did I use that for? Let me think. Oh, I had to mark that I had to reschedule a training for one of my employees because we had really bad storms on Monday night, and the training facility that he was going to had lost power, and they were actually without power for 3 days. A lot of people around me had no power for days on days on days. So I was lucky enough to get power after like 45 minutes, but yeah, we had some really bad storms Sunday and Monday. Next, I'm pulling in a little meal icon from Paper Blush Bar. It has kind of like this like watercolor background, and then like a little dainty bow as well. I had a work dinner meeting that night, so I just pulled in that icon to mark that. Now I'm just pulling in that other flag that came with the kit to mark that. My regional vice president was visiting, and I had a meeting with him, so I just pulled in that flag and placed that between the half box and meal icon. I was kind of fiddling with everything on the bottom of the today section because I kind of wanted the like final icon that I used towards the end of the day to line up with the bottom of the heart checklist, but I forgot that the MyNewestAddiction full boxes are longer than normal kit full boxes or other kits full boxes, just because she always has created them where they cover the header as well. So it ended up not working out where I can line everything up, but it didn't really bother me too much. I was just like, why is this happening? And then I forgot or realized that she extends the length of her full boxes. But anyway, moving back up to the to-do section, I ended up placing a quarter box up at the top there, and I used that to mark that someone from our corporate offices in Dallas was coming to visit our center that day. And then underneath that, I put a little foiled bow from My Newest Addiction, and I used that to mark just the fact that I had to have my regional vice president sign off on a bunch of forms for me while he was there. Then I just placed a Planning World car icon down to mark that I had time in between work and my dinner meetings to run home and just get changed and freshen up really quickly. Let's see, moving on to Wednesday, I just started off by placing the heart checklist down at the bottom, and then I ended up cutting a leftover strip of bottom washi into a flag because I didn't realize that the stickers underneath the quarter boxes were cut out as flags. But when I got home from work on Wednesday, I did a bunch of cleaning, like sweeping the floors and mopping them, because Marvin's dad is coming to stay with us for a couple of weeks. So I just wanted to make sure that the house was nice and clean for his arrival. And then I just placed another Planning World icon above that to mark that I had gone on a bank run. Next, I'm pulling in a sticker from Paper Company. These are her laptop overlays. I love these so much. They're so cute. I'm actually going to have to order more soon because I think that's all that I have left. And then I layer a work sticker from Letters to Apollo over top of that. I love these work stickers. I think they're so pretty. But I was working on a project for work that day that just took a lot of time and repetition. So I used that to mark the task that I had to complete. And now I'm just pulling in a quarter box from the kit. I took Tucker's my dog. I took Tucker on a really long walk with my fiance this night. So I just layered the little paw print icon that came with the kit over top of that. It was a really nice walk, but the bugs have been so horrendously bad this summer. I usually don't get bit, but I don't know what it is about this year. My ankle alone has like 20 bug bites on it, and it's really, really uncomfortable. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I'm having a really hard time this year. Now I'm just placing down the heart checklist as per usual for this spread, and now I'm going in with a quarter box. I wanted to remind myself to go get an adjustment after work. My previous job was a chiropractic office, or that was one aspect of it, but I would get adjustments all the time. So since I've been at my new job, I haven't been adjusted since, and I just really felt like my body locking up on me. So it was really nice to go, one, I get to see my coworkers, and two, get a little bit of relief. I have terrible posture, and it really has an effect on my neck. I'm trying to work on it, but it's really hard. Okay, next I'm placing a half box down at the bottom of the today section. I'm using that to mark that we had another site visit from corporate. We are a newer center to the corporate company that had purchased the surgery center that I work for now. They had just gotten acquired back in April. I started in May. So there's a bunch of people always kind of in and out visiting, just to kind of get us up to speed on the new systems that we're going to have to implement and so on and so forth. So that's why I have so many site visits. And then above that, I pulled in a telephone from a Scribble Prints Co. That was from a $2 Tuesday a really long time ago. But I had a 4 o'clock call that day, so I marked that. And then I pulled in this travel sheet from Paper Blush Bar. My fiance's father is staying with us for a couple of weeks. He was coming in from Florida, so I used this little plane ticket icon to mark his visit. And then moving back up to the to-do section, I just pulled in a My Newest Addiction bow to mark a couple of like data entry related tasks that I had to complete. Next, I'm pulling in a couple of stickers to mark that I was asked to join the Tool & Twine Co. PR team. I've shopped with Tool & Twine Co. in the past, and I love her items. She sells a lot of like planner dashboards and vellums and die cuts. So when she reached out to me to be a part of her team, I was really excited. The shop owner, I think she's like 14, but so talented, and it's so awesome that she has that kind of like business mindset already and running her own shop with Etsy. Really cool. So yeah, to mark that, I used a Sadie's stickers quarter box, and I layered a little Etsy E from Magic Prince Co. to mark that. I end up shifting some of the stickers around a little bit because like just to me it looks a little bit cluttered, so but I think I do that off camera. The one thing about these inserts or any sort of graph inserts is that you have to be really careful not to rip the paper up because it makes it really obvious when you do so. The paper that I bought this time around too wasn't the best paper. It's kind of, I think it's more so like meant for photos, to print photos on. And yeah, I feel like when I rip stickers up off the page, the paper rips, which is not ideal. But anyway. Moving on to Friday, I started off with a flag that I placed down vertically, and then I pulled in this really cute little like watercolor tasks sticker from Paper Blush Bar. I wanted to do a bunch of cleaning, so I wanted to make a list for myself here because while my fiance's father arrived on Wednesday, he didn't end up staying with us until over the weekend, so I just wanted to take my Friday afternoon and clean the house. Next, I'm taking a quarter box and I'm layering a foiled cell phone. That was a collab she done with Regina Laughs and Planning Like a Pro. But I had like a Skype tutorial call on Friday morning, so I used those two stickers to mark that. And then I'm pulling in a full box and just placing that down at the bottom. I went out for a couple of drinks with my fiance and one of our best friends. We went to a local bar near us that we go to all the time. So to mark that, I just pulled in a little beer sticker from a Planning World little like cocktail sheet. Before that, I did have a nail appointment, so I ended up using a GP Sticker Studio nail polish bottle sticker to mark my nail appointment. I was going to use the purple shade from Fox and Pip, but it was just a little bit too deep of a purple to use with this spread, so the one from GP Sticker Studio worked just perfectly. On the weekend, I ended up just using 3 heart checklists just because I didn't have as much to do or list on these days. So the kit had already come with them pre-cut down to 3 checklists. This is an older formatted version of the My Newest Addiction kit. So there were a lot of checklists that came with the kit. I spent a lot of Saturday morning filming. I think the rest of this video, I had started the previous weekend, but finished it on this Saturday. So I just pulled in a header from the kit and a camera icon from Paper Blush Bar to mark that I filmed. I did a little bit of editing and voiceover, so I pulled in another Fox and Pip girl at her laptop to mark that. I was going to a coworker's house for a barbecue, so I had to run to the grocery store to pick up some ice. So to mark that, I just pulled in a grocery shopping icon from Planning World. And then this day, or this weekend rather, there was the Bath and Body Works candle sale. They were having buy 2 get 2 free of their 3-wick candles, so I stocked up on a bunch of my favorite fall scents, and to mark that, I used a candle sticker from another Scribble Prince Co. $2 Tuesday sheet. To mark the barbecue, I pulled in these really cute little LaCroix stickers from the Fox and Pip. I didn't really have any pastel colored barbecue stickers, so I thought this was a fun way to mark the barbecue at my coworker's house. That was a lot of fun. It was the first time I had hung out with my new coworkers outside of work, so it was nice to kind of just get to know them on a social level. And then moving on to Sunday, I put a half box vertically. Tuesday was my birthday, not this past Tuesday that I'm planning for, but the following Tuesday. So we celebrated on Sunday with brunch. So to mark that, I pulled in 2 champagne stickers from a Planning World cocktail sheet. We did brunch, and then we hung out at this bar on the water, and it was a lot of fun. They had music and everything. I had way too many tequilas that day. I have been definitely trying to take a break from the hard liquor after this day. I'm 31 now, so can't really hang that much anymore. Before we had gone out to brunch, I did just tidy the house up one final time because this was the day my fiance's father was actually staying with us. So to mark that, I just pulled in a strip of the washi and placed a little home icon from the kit. I have a full sheet of these heart icons from My Newest Addiction. I love them, but I love the fact that she adds them in with her kit. I also got a little workout session in before heading out to brunch. So to mark that, I just placed a dumbbell sticker, again from My Newest Addiction. This was, I think, part of her $2 Tuesday one week, but I have the little dumbbell on the clear sticker paper. I'm like debating if I like clear sticker paper or if I prefer stickers with a colored background. I'm not sure yet. Finally, I just put a bow stickered from GP Sticker Studio down. I was wrapping up entering my family and friends' addresses onto the Minted website. I am ordering my save the dates through Minted, and they give you the option to load all your addresses in, and then they will print the addresses and return labels on the envelopes for you. So that's just going to save so much time for me, but it's been a struggle getting all the addresses uploaded onto the website in a timely fashion. I've spent like hours upon hours doing it, but it'll be so worth it in the end. But yeah, this is the final spread. I love, love, love this kit. I wish I had a backup. I actually really like the way it looks laid down on these daily inserts. I'm sure it would look beautiful in a weekly spread too, but I really am liking the way it looks in these dailies. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you thought in the comments down below, and I will catch you on my next video. Bye, everybody.